So we've been able to write a single statement of Python code all through the command prompt. In this case, I use the print method and I print out hello world, hit my enter key, and inside the command prompt it printed out hello world. Now that's great, but perhaps I want to be able to run a block of code or multiple lines of code. Later on in the course, we're going to talk about modules. And we'll get into what modules are all about. If you've programmed in other languages, you're probably familiar with modules, but if not, we'll talk all about them later on. I'm going to quickly introduce you to a Python file or creating a Python file, a .py file, .py. So take a look. I'm going to open up on my computer, I'm going to open up just Notepad. You ever use Notepad? Just a simple text editor, right? Let me bring that on the screen here. There's Notepad. This is on the Windows system. If you're on a Mac, you might open up your text editor there. Or if you're on another system, you can just open up a plain old text editor. So this isn't going to be very helpful as far as writing code, but I just want to show you just how simple it is and how accessible Python is to us once we have it installed on the system. So inside of my Notepad document, plain old text editor, I'm going to type out print. Remember the print method? And I'm going to say, we already did hello world. Let's do hello universe, right? Let's get even bigger here. Hello universe, just print hello universe. And that's it. That's all I'm going to type inside of here. Now, very important, it's a Python command. Using the print method, we're going to output this text, this string. So now I'm going to do a file, I'm going to do save as, and here I'm currently inside of my system. I'm on my PC, I'm inside the C drive, and then users, and I'm inside of my user directory. Now, if you think back to the command window, we were getting access to Python from that directory. Okay? So let me get back to my save as window. So very important that we save it into this directory on your computer, whatever that directory is, C drive, users, and your user login. So now I'm going to give this a name. And I'm just going to call it, let's call it demo. And it's going to be a .py file. It's a Python file. Okay. Make sure you got the .py on there. I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right, done. I've now created a Python file. I'm going to close this window. Let's get back to my command prompt. Now I want to be able to run that command right there. I want to be able to run that Python file that I just created called demo.py. Now, currently inside my command window, I am in Python mode. Remember the three little angle brackets there? Well, before I can run this file, I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to get out of Python mode within my command window. So to do that, I'm going to use the exit method. Just exit, open, close parentheses. I'll hit my enter key, and now I've gone back to my typical command window directory prompt. So now, in order for me to run that py file, I'm going to say Python, because I want to get access back into Python, space, and I'm going to get access to demo.py. That's it. I'm going to hit my enter key, and there's hello universe. So again, we're going to get much more in depth into this concept here. We'll talk about modules and what that's all about, talk more about py files or the Python files, the .py files, as we continue through the course into later topics. But for now, try this out. Just open up a simple little text editor on your computer. If you're on Windows, open up Notepad. If you're on the Mac machine, open up your text editor. Whatever it is, simple, write in a print command, save it as a .py file, give it a name, whatever you want to call it, and then hop back to your command window. If you're in Python mode, get out of it, just use the exit method, and then get access to Python, and then get access to your new file. That's it. That's simple. So try this out, and then we'll jump into the next section.